of having LASIK eye surgery and being able to get rid of the glasses, but countless people have been told that they're not candidates. Some of those folks just continue on. Others do a little more exploration and find Dr. Motwani. He's here again today here on San Diego Living this morning. It's good to see you with Stephanie Kennerly, who is just one of those people who you did a little research, you decided you want to have LASIK eye surgery, you went to another surgeon, and I'm sorry, doctor, but I got to talk about this first because it's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What did they tell you?
They just said that my prescription was too high and they didn't feel comfortable.
But who told you that? Did the doctor tell you that?
No.
Well, see, now that's interesting to me. Who told you that?
Well, somebody told me that the doctor said that he would not want to perform it, so.
So they did an exam and some tech passed the word on to you. Okay, so did you give up?
No. I just moved on to the next person.
Well, I imagine you're probably a little surprised that you didn't see a doctor when you went in, because I know when you go into Dr. Motwani's office, he's practically there with coffee and tea and a snack for you at the front door when you walk in.
I saw him the very first day.
Of course you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. So, doctor, she came in and she told you what about her previous experience?
Oh, she just told me she had been told she hadn't been able to be done. She had, I think her husband had gone to that doctor, and then she went and she said, no, I'm just going to try somewhere else. And that's her personality. She's going to get it done. And I love that about her. And but she was a high hyperope. You know, a lot of people.
Which just means a pretty drastic prescription.
Yeah, it was a high amount of.
She needed strong glasses.
Farsightedness.
Oh yeah.
Farsightedness. She was
about. Were they thick?
Oh, very.
I think she was about 5.5 diopters.
Were they like so thick that if you go outside in the direct sunlight, your cheeks catch on fire? That type of thing.
I think I could start fires with them. I could.
Yeah. Okay, so they were pretty thick. So
they were pretty magnifying.
But you get a lot of folks that come in that have been told that they're not candidates like that. And what is it about your office and your practice that you just take one look at these things and go, no, we can do that?
You know, I've always had an interest in complicated cases, number one. And number two, it's technology. There's only a couple of these, two of these Allegretto 400s in San Diego for hyperopes. They're phenomenal.
Talking about the lasers that are just unbelievably accurate,
and
high speed.
It's the laser is unbelievably good at this. So even if doctors were doing these kinds of levels before, they had a high enhancement rate, they didn't have as good an achievement rate, and so doctors, a lot of them just don't do it. But when the tool is there and the ability to use the tool is there, boy, it makes a big difference because, you know, we do these kinds of cases on a regular basis now. We're about to publish and submit for publication a study just on high hyperopes, the ones the other doctors don't want to do because of their past experiences. We got 95 eyes that were submitted for publication with at least 6-month follow-up, and they're doing phenomenally well. Interesting. Okay, folks, the information is going to be on the screen there, offering you 50% off of LASIK eye surgery for the first 7 callers to call Dr. Motwani's office, make an appointment, go in and get a consultation. And even if you've been told that you are not a candidate, especially if you've been told you're not a candidate, get in there and talk to the doctor. I wasn't really surprised when you told me you had your surgery last Thursday because I had mine one day and I was back here working the next
I've heard
day.
that happening, yes.
And nobody even knew that I'd had this LASIK eye surgery. So tell me, what was your experience with the surgery itself?
I think it was just, I was scared going into it, but once I'd had it, like, I could go back and have it again tomorrow.
If you said you needed an enhancement, you'd say, oh, okay, great. Yeah, same thing for me. I'm in and out, basically no time at all.
It didn't hurt at all.
And it's so fast.
Fast.
How long do you think you were in the actual operating room?
I don't know. It felt like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What is it, Doc? It's about 15,
about
isn't it?
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes. You're in and out.
It felt like 5.
Yeah, it really goes by.
How was it seeing the next day? I love cases like yours.
It was wild. It felt like everything was in 3D because everything in the middle stood out and everything was sort of out of focus out there. And my son kept jumping around going, I'm in 3D, I'm in 3D.
I want to point out one other thing before we run out of time, and this is it's kind of personal, but it was in my notes, and I really want to get to it. You saved a lot of money for this. You saved up, you know, nickels and dimes and pennies in order to be able to get this done. And after spending that money, how do you feel about it now, honestly?
I feel good. I mean, I just can't wait to get out there and go see everything that I couldn't see before.
Well, fantastic. I just appreciate you coming in, Stephanie, so much. And Dr. Motwani, and again, folks, for the first 7 callers, 50% off of the basic LASIK eye procedure. If you need something more complicated than that, well, the doctor will certainly talk to you about that, and you're coming to the right guy. And I guarantee you're going to love the folks in the office, too. Pretty good experience with the office staff?
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of really nice folks. You'll be very comfortable in there. You'll be family. So, Doctor, thank you again so much.
Thanks for having me.
For coming in. And thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And I just love the twinkle in your eyes. That's great. And you can see it because we're not looking through glasses.